Welcome to Design Intent, where we slow down and design with purpose. Today's project, it's a little different. It's not a client job, not even a real place, but it's one of my favorite kinds of thought experiments. What if, after walking away from the Jedi Order and the war that followed, Ahsoka Tano found peace? What kind of space would she create for herself? A home, a refuge, a sanctuary? Here, I'm starting out with basic programming and adjacencies. I'm thinking about what rooms she would have in the space and where they should be. I'm thinking about daily routines. I'm thinking about lines of sight and safety and security. Right now, it's just rough. I'm just keeping it loose, just getting ideas on paper so that I have something to start with. I wanted this design to feel carved from the earth itself, like it had always been part of the cliff, a retreat tucked into the stone, hidden but welcoming. This isn't a fortress, but it is a place of safety. There's only one way in, or at least only one that's visible. I've left space for a secret passage, a quiet escape if needed. Here, I'm starting to lay out the actual floor plan. I'm putting in walls, putting in doors, thinking about the size of spaces and how you get access to them. This is where the space really starts to take form and we really start to get a sense of what it's going to feel like. As I lay out the plan, everything revolves around a central core. From the entry, you immediately arrive in the main living and cooking area. To her left, her training space. Tucked behind that, a small workshop. Messy, practical, probably smells like dust and metal. Straight ahead, the library and study. A quiet space for reading, reflection, meditation. To the right, sleeping quarters. A personal bath and a meditative sanctuary carved into the stone. Every room has line of sight to the entry, not by accident. It's about feeling secure, knowing who's coming and going. And it reinforces the idea that this place is hers entirely. I started the 3D model in Revit like I usually do, but I quickly realized that modeling natural cliff faces isn't its strong suit. So I exported the mask to 3D Studio Max, converted it to an editable poly, and began sculpting some of the cliffside, just giving it a bit of a more natural feel. Exported that from Max, brought it back into Revit to make it into this scene. I spent a lot of time making the cliffs look right, but really, this project's about the interior. That's where Ahsoka would spend her time, and that's where I focus most of the detail. Soft rocks form the boundaries of each room. The materials are warm, stratified, like the deserts of Utah. The floors in the main area are polished stone, but the dining and library platforms are raised wood. not for hierarchy, just comfort. Some places are meant to feel a little softer underfoot. Above, narrow slits in the ceiling bring in light. Sunlight filters across the walls, changing throughout the day. Ahsoka doesn't strike me as someone who would chase luxury, but she would care deeply about presence, about being connected to the moment. Planting is scattered throughout, not decorative, integrated. Living things growing out of the stone, a reminder of balance. The living and the carved, the wild and the made. As we start putting the floors and ceilings in, we start to get a sense of how the space is going to be in 3 dimensions. We start thinking about hierarchy, where the ceilings go. Some ceilings are higher, giving it a sense of openness, while some ceilings are lower, allowing for a sense of safety and security. Let's step through the retreat. From the outside, a platform greets you and welcomes you in. Large, heavy stone doors provide security. Above the doors, an engraving, a warning, or a memory. As you enter, an ablution area to ritualistically cleanse yourself before you enter. But as you enter, the space opens and greets you, welcoming you in. On the left, a simple cooking area, lively with plants. To the right, a raised seating area, feeling warm underfoot. Going to the left, we enter the training area. Open, raw, no mirrors. Behind it, her workshop. Rough tools, half-finished projects, maybe a repurposed droid or 2. Next to that, the library. Simple furniture for intellectual study. A wood platform slightly above the stone. A chair, a lamp, a quiet place to think. Now to the right, her quarters. Simple bedding, shelves for her belongings. Through the wall, a bath carved from the stone. And a final space, the meditation room. No furniture, just light and stillness. Everything connects back to the core. Ahsoka would be at the center of it all, but still alone. As she exits her shelter, the freedom is introduced as the cliffside retreats away to the ocean. This project was a challenge, not because of the design, but because I wanted to design something that honors her and the fans who love her. Ahsoka's story is a powerful one because of its quiet strength, and I hope this retreat honors that. A place to rest, a place to be whole. Thanks for watching. This channel is a space where I explore architectural ideas, both real and imagined. If you'd like to support my work, you can find behind the scenes extras, renderings, and more on my Patreon below. And as always, stay curious and design with intent.